Hello, my name is Philippe Beaulieu-Brossard. I am the co-president of the Archipelago of Design, and welcome to this third Transformative Strategic Game Challenge. And it's a privilege to develop this game challenge for the entire community, building on the success we had with our first game, Breakthrough. Now is the time to bring the community back again to think about what might be a scenario for the entire NATO community. So first, I'm going to tell you a bit about us. For those who never heard about the Archipelago of Design, I'm going to share a bit our vision about transformative strategic games, the challenge that you may want to tackle, the prize if you win with your team, and how to participate. So first off, the Archipelago of Design is a grassroots organization that came to be based on a purpose, which is helping leaders shifting mindsets in their organization to be more agile in the 21st century, mostly in addressing complex problems, in setting conditions for the sustainable evolution of their organization, and also to better see, sense, and seize opportunities. And I'm so proud to be the co-president of this very diverse community, coming from different professions, national security professionals, researchers, emerging leaders, and also from across most NATO members, and also some from NATO partners. The vision that we have has been really propelled with Breakthrough is transformative strategic games. We really believe that creating those games, those learning activities, can empower leaders in shifting mindsets in their organization. Because a game is an immersive activity that really allows the player to get outside of their everyday, and which is more conducive to make things stick. And in the case of Breakthrough, what we made stick was sense making. The fact that the biases of participants is really tinted the way they see the world and to see what is going on. What we also managed to make stick is the fact that when we see something as a problem, it may not really be a problem, but it may be just a perspective of what the problem is. And as the player go through the game, they get a different perspective to reframe what they consider is the problem and to get a totally different solution than if they would have followed their first, let's say, instinct of what the problem is. So we're extremely proud of what this game triggered in the participants, the reflection that they shared during the gameplay and after gameplay. And it's been outstanding success so far with the Canadian School of Public Service, the Bank of Canada, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and more. So building on the success for us, it made just total sense that it's time for the entire NATO community to benefit from such a game. And that's why we are doing this challenge to develop the best fit in terms of scenario for the entire NATO community. And we strongly believe in terms of approach in crowdsourcing. We believe that if we want to make sure that the game resonates with such a wide community, it needs to be co-developed, co-designed with this community. And once we will complete this challenge, the AOD team, composed of game designers, narrative designers, and illustrators, will take the best ideas to develop that scenario. And we hope to be able to test it in the fall and to fully use it in early 2024. I would like to also take a bit of time to thank our supporters. So the MINDS program, it's a Canadian National Defense program that is supporting innovative ideas to address policy challenges. And they've been a key supporter of the AOD so far and a supporter of this project. We would also like to highlight the support of the NATO Allied Command Transformation, experimentation in the wargaming branch, and also the support of Global Affairs Canada for the report that we did together on the NATO Center of Excellence on Climate Change and Security that is inspiring this game challenge. So what is the challenge? Basically, the key question is what might a breakthrough scenario resonating with NATO members and partners look like? And it's going to be for you with your team or as an individual who will join to a team to answer. The deliverable that is expected is up to a 7-minute pitch where you will summarize, synthesize your key idea and a visual support that can be a single slide, for instance. And we will share the time where you will deliver this pitch. It's going to take place in early August, and we will find a time that can fit with the time zones of participants. The challenge. There are several constraints that you will need to take into consideration. The first is that one thing that really made the success of Breakthrough is the genre. It is a mystery role-playing game. So the NATO Breakthrough scenario would need to also be in a mystery investigative game. And there's not a single murderer. The key thing that players come to grip, especially as they culminate the game, they realize that it's actually a complex adaptive system that is the murderer, that is leading to several issues that are totally wicked and very difficult to resolve easily. The time should be set in the future towards 2040 so that to help players escape and open their mind about what may be possible in the future. The level should be strategic. We should be focusing mostly at key states, non-state actors at this level. The location should be focused on a single city. I don't mean that the city should be disconnected from the entire world, but that in the city, the player should be able to find symptoms or expression of this complex adaptive system just by walking around, for instance, and talking to non-playable characters or just observing sense-making around. And the fact that Breakthrough is taking place in one city really contributed to the immersion of participants. It would be great if you would also provide one mood song, a song or a theme that would reflect the atmosphere that you want the player to be in. And it can be any song that you may think of. You don't need to compose one. And lastly, Breakthrough takes place into 5 phases chronologically. It's optional. It's up to you if you want to unpack your scenario into 5 phases, like the Breakthrough Canadian scenario. And last, but certainly not the least, this scenario should have at least one hook in the work that we did on the NATO Climate Change and Security Center of Excellence with Global Affairs Canada. So you will need, or at least dedicate one member of your team to look in the report and try to find one hook that is inspiring your scenario. Or you can watch the videos of the experts that we have on our YouTube channel that can also inspire you. The prize. The winning team will win $1,000 Canadian dollars. And it's for the winning team to decide how they want to spend this money. This money comes from revenue generated from Breakthrough, the Breakthrough game activities. And also you will have a certificate to recognize your this prize afterward. Lastly, how to participate. Well, this is open to AOD members only. The good news is that it's extremely easy to become a member. You just need to go on our website and register on the Ko-fi platform, which is a sort of Patreon platform. There needs to be at least one team member that needs to be a member, or if you are an individual, all individuals need to be a member. You have until July 21st to register, and we will bring individuals together as teams at this date so that you can start to self-organize and develop the scenario with your team. We think that 90 minutes is enough to get the best ideas that you can think of, but obviously sky is the limit if you and your team would like to involve more time into developing the scenario. And lastly, you and your team will have to pitch your scenario online in early August. We will share the coordinates and the exact date in due course. Lastly, we just opened a Breakthrough NATO Scenario Challenge on Discord, a channel on Discord. So feel free to ask all of the questions that you may have there, and one member of the AOD team will answer your question. And lastly, there will be more resources available on the event post on the AOD website, including the brilliant monthly campfire delivered by Adam Korogus on storytelling that may also provide a bit of insights on how to develop a scenario. So thank you so much and welcome to this third challenge. And I'm extremely excited and I look forward to hear your great scenarios in 3 weeks or so from now. Thank you so much.